What is one of the craziest things you've done?
Not eating food for 30 days. That almost killed me, literally. It was really challenging. I was not happy at all. I was a different person and I was a disgusting person. My priority was to challenge myself and to understand myself through struggle. Because when you're struggling, you see yourself in the most pure form. You see yourself how you really are. But I think this chapter of my life kind of closed. My 99.5% of my focus is in politics and content about politics.
Do you feel bad about the fact that you are not getting the views anymore? Are there any videos you regret making or wouldn't make again if you had a chance?
Talking about the Japan video. You can't imagine how much time I spent behind analytics of YouTube to understand when people get bored. People see just the result and they don't understand that you are basically a production company. This is not a joke, guys. Every person that works in my team, he's a lot better than me in every way possible, in editing, in storytelling, in politics. The most important thing for success is hiring the right people.
I think a lot of young people don't trust in politics.
Yeah, everyone hates politicians. When I'm here, there is a lot of smart people here that they're working hard, and not every politician is corrupted. There are people that they really love what they're doing. They're very useful. But the perception is because 5 to 10% they're corrupted. It has a bad image, but it's not like this. Hello. Who are you?
I'm Liam. I'm a law student, 21 years old, and I'm doing my best to be a podcaster in this world.
Okay, you are how? 21 years old?
21 years old.
21 years, okay. So he is a kid, basically, like I am. And he wanted to interview me. And I said, why not?
So, what happened yesterday, 6 years ago? Do you remember? Your first YouTube video? It was on the 18th of March, 2019. Do you remember anything about back then with your YouTube career?
6 years ago.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It was my first YouTube video. Wow.
Do you remember why you started with YouTube?
Wow. Yeah. I started when I finished, I was in the Navy SEAL school in Cyprus. So I was having the most hardest training, military training. And because when you have a very hard time it was 8 months, this training, I was always imagining when I will finish this training, I wanted to start YouTube. And because it was a lot of times that we didn't sleep, that we were wet, a lot of difficulties and all this stuff. Always when I was having these hard times, I was excited. After this, I want to start my YouTube channel. After this, I want to start my YouTube channel. And yeah, immediately after I finished the army, I uploaded it. So 6 years ago. It's crazy that it's been 6 years that I finished the army. Time flies. And wow.
Why did you went into the army? Was it obligated to, or did you want it to?
Yeah, in the army in Cyprus, my country that I love, is the coolest country in the world, guys. You should visit. My training in the army is mandatory for everyone. But I didn't want to go to any army training. I went to the most difficult one, also because it's interesting for me to learn, also because I wanted to do the most difficult training. And that's why I went. Everyone goes in the army though in Cyprus.
Yeah. And then when you made the switch to YouTube, was that what you were doing all day, or did you also do something besides with that?
No, I was 24/7 doing stuff on social media. It was the beginning of TikTok back then. It was the beginning of I was doing some short form. I was very famous in Cyprus when I started doing TikToks and stuff, my country. I was doing stuff in Greek, and my English sucked more than they suck, a bit less than they suck now. No, a bit more than they suck now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good now, though.
Could be better.
Yeah.
I wanted to become a global YouTuber. I didn't want to become YouTuber in a country that has only 1 million people. So yes, I started speaking in English, and actually, it took me 1 year and a half to learn. I was making videos, failing, and then I was sick of this failing on YouTube in English, and I said, okay, I'm leaving to go to United States, and I want to pursue my dreams of becoming a YouTuber. And when I went to United States, I found some YouTubers, and I started making videos with them, and that helped me a lot too. Kickstart and understand how they do it, how they make big successful videos and all this stuff.
Was when you went to America, and was it also the moment you knew from, all right, this is getting big, I can do my living out of this?
I knew from before because Mr. Beast, the biggest creator in the world, was making videos back then, and he was making a lot of money. So I knew that there is a potential for a very good business. But it took me 3-4 months. I was living in a very bad situation. I didn't have money. I was just renting a room, and I didn't have enough money to pay for the room. And I was tell the person that had the room, I will be cleaning your toilets, I will be cleaning the house, and maybe you'll allow me to pay half of the rent, please. And then he accepted, and for a couple of months I was doing that to be able to afford to be in the United States, because it's very expensive. The United States, especially Los Angeles that I was. So this kind of the beginning of everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
How long
it's been 6 years.
Is it already 6 years ago, or
what?
How long is that ago?
When I moved to the United States, probably it was 4 years ago.
Right.
I was 21.
And did you know them back then when you went to the United States? All right, I'm gonna have like 2.7 million followers.
No, I didn't know. But deep down inside me, I always believed in myself.
Yeah, you felt like I'm gonna make it. Yeah,
I think so.
And right now,
I was doubting myself. What if I can't? What if I will not? But deep down, I think I always believed that it's possible.
And you don't ever take no for an answer, so why stop?
Well, this is not always from the beginning. So I slowly developed this. In the army, it helped me with the Navy SEAL to not be able to fail and all this stuff, and to be tough and all this stuff. So this slowly, it's something like a muscle that you train this. No, don't take no for an answer and make everything possible. It's like slowly. It's kind of discipline thing. It starts from the small things. When you say that you're going to exercise every day, you go and exercise every day. And then you trust yourself more when you say something that you will do it the next time. And you believe yourself when you say, I will do this. Because all the times when you say, I will do this, also, there's some other techniques. You make it public, your dreams, so everyone can make fun of you if you don't. So you have social pressure and all this stuff. So it's interesting, kind of to manipulate yourself for success.
Yeah, I have the same feeling right now when I'm starting with the podcast and stuff. So it's pressure, but it's okay. It's great. But like at this moment, is YouTube still a main focus? I know you've recently uploaded again, but you've been away from a while.
I'm failing at YouTube at the moment. So before I was an MEP, I was getting like millions of views every video. And then after I started to be involved in politics, I don't have enough time to focus and to make successful videos and all this stuff. Still, we have a lot of subscribers, but I think our recent videos, they get like 300, 400,000 views instead of millions that I was getting before. But I still do it sometimes for fun. But yeah, my 99.5% of my focus is in politics and content about politics and not what I was doing before.
Do you feel bad about the fact, well, bad is maybe the wrong word, but about the fact that you are not getting the views anymore like you did back then?
No, because I get way more views, but in different ways. So now every video that I make about politics get 1 million views. I make a video every day. So like since I became a member of the European Parliament, we got like 2 billion views in the boring videos that we do about the EU. So I'm getting a lot more views than before. So yes, I'm not doing as good on YouTube, but on social media. And it's also about more fulfilling because I'm doing videos that It's not like pranks or something challenge. It's something that can affect the future. And I'm talking about a bit more important things that I was talking about before. Also, before it was fun and important, but I think now I'm more happy because, you know, this being a politician, it involves social media as well because you are about the people. You take the opinion of the people. So I think this is the sweet spot. I always was always curious, read about science, philosophy, history, and all this stuff. And this didn't really help me in the YouTube stuff. But now I think all my interests are aligned. Also video stuff, also intellectual things here, philosophy, history, politics.
You feel more gratitude for what you're doing because you feel like you're doing something right.
Yeah, I feel that I feel that I'm doing something right, not more gratitude, more fulfillment out of what I'm doing. I think it's better to describe it.
You said yourself that you did a lot of things, a lot of pranks, a lot of crazy stuff. But if you look back on all the things that you did, hitchhiking recently, hiking 100 people, what is one of the craziest things you've done?
2-3 craziest things that I've done on YouTube. It's kind of funny. I'm so used to the political questions about what is your stand of freedom of speech and all this stuff, which now you get me off guard because now you are asking me about my previous life as a YouTuber, which is interesting.
We are the same age, so it's a bit different than all these older politicians.
So the more difficult videos that I did, I think, was not eating food for 30 days. That almost killed me, literally. Another difficult video that I did, it was hugging Elon Musk. Like it took me 3 months sleeping outside the offices of Tesla, of SpaceX and Twitter. Another video that I did a lot of difficult things, but I think these two stand out the most. Not sleeping for 5 days, being buried alive for 10 days. But I think the most difficult was no food for 30 days.
Yeah.
It was really, really challenging. I was not happy at all. I was a different person and I was a disgusting person. I was complaining all the time. I was not very optimistic. It was bad. But it taught me a lot. Like, it was fun.
Yeah. It must be a hard period not eating for 30 days. But don't you feel like you're getting old to do stuff like that? Nothing bad, but like you recently slept in some petrol stations when you were hitchhiking. Don't you feel like I'm getting old for this?
No, I'm not getting old for this stuff, to have fun and all this stuff. But I think inside me, my priorities changed. Before it was to challenge myself and to understand myself through struggle. That was because when you're struggling, you see yourself in the most pure form. Like you see yourself how you really are. So when I was 30 days with no food, I was facing my real self. Like I understand a lot of aspects about myself that I didn't understand. So it was a lot self-awareness. And also all this travel, I traveled to a lot of countries with no money. I met a lot of cultures, a lot of people. So I would say I think you are right. I'm becoming not older, I would say, but I think this chapter of my life kind of close. Maybe I can do still some challenges here and there for fun because I love this aspect, but I think now I'm doing more on the side of politics and affecting the world, and I really enjoy it. So it's just a different chapter of my life, I would say.
I think you're doing great. Are there any videos you regret making or wouldn't make again if you had a chance?
Talking about the Japan video?
Well, not really, but I talked with your assistants just about some things about that, yeah.
Well, the Japan video, for everyone that doesn't know, maybe to give some context, I traveled the world for free in a lot of countries. So I was sneaking inside trains and buses and all this stuff without paying. It's kind of stupid to do, but I did it just for content. It was fun, and like I was getting away with it all the time. But when I did it in Japan, people got mad, and I uploaded it. So it was a bit of the culture. I didn't understand the culture a lot more. It was a mistake, but I learned from the mistake in a way. But yeah, no, all the video I did a lot of stupid videos, everything. But like I think I heard Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean is Ronan Atkinson, the character that plays Mr. Bean. He said, "You should never apologize for art." Because I consider what I did was art. Like a YouTube, it needs a thumbnail, it needs a story. It's like a movie. It was in a way art. So you learn from it, but you should. I don't regret any videos. It was there to shape me, to see what is possible. So there's a lot of things that I did that were dumb, negative, blah blah. But looking back, it was what shaped me to be what I am now. Which I'm not something impressive, but I am hopeful in the future. I can become.
Well, you said that you had a lot of criticism on it. Did it do anything with you? Did you feel bad or?
Well, when criticism online is tricky because there was two periods that I got cancelled in a way, semi-cancelled with the Japan video, and when I went to Africa to make another video with the world's poorest country, which I didn't did the video very great. So they said I did it genuinely. I wanted to show the people how they live, but because I was reacting, oh my God, you live like this, it was people got it a bit out of context. But anyway, so the question was about videos, about criticism. So let's talk about criticism online. I have a theory, guys. So a video goes viral and people see it and comment under it, like 10,000 people or 100,000 people see it. They comment under it, like 20 people say something negative, especially if it's something political. So out of the 100,000 people that they saw the video and they liked it or they enjoyed it or they didn't say anything good or bad, only 20, 30, maybe 50, maybe 100 people said something bad. That's human nature. Yeah. And this is good numbers. Like most people are cool, nice. So when you focus only on the 100 comments, it's like you are missing the big picture. So I'm sure, guys watching us now, you are not maybe commenting, you're seeing this. But yeah, I think this is the criticism online. And also like you take it to improve. A lot of the times they're right on the criticism. So it's a feedback loop for you to improve. So I don't take it very personally. Sometimes it affects me, but very rarely. Yeah. Like only one time every 3 months.
Yeah, well, being a YouTuber isn't easy. You got criticism, But
being a politician is more difficult for criticism. Yeah. Everything that you say is criticism because you are saying opinion. We should help these people and not these people. We should do this. So always someone will be against you in everything that you do.
But as we said, YouTube isn't easy. It's criticism, hard work, a lot of things to do. But what do you think people don't realize about being a YouTuber?
Yeah, they think that it's just what they see in front of the camera. Like there is a lot of you can't imagine how much time I spent behind analytics of YouTube to understand when people get bored. Why what I said here, like 2-3% people didn't like this and left the video. Why we started this video with this way and people stayed to watch longer. And analyzing this and talking with other YouTubers and analyzing their own statistics. Like for example, in my laptop, I have like another 50 YouTuber statistics and we share statistics and we'll all learn from each other. So, and also there's a business side behind YouTube, hiring editors, hiring people to help you with all this stuff. People see just the result and they don't understand that this is like you are basically a company, a production company. and you need to understand how social media works to perform well on YouTube. So it's a lot of work that people don't understand. And to have also successful social media, podcast, everything is very hard, especially with how many people now are entering in this space. But it's worth it.
But how many people you worked in the beginning when you were really starting to get bigger?
And what you said, how many people?
How many people in your team? Because you didn't do it alone.
I hired our first team member, Ellen Dangol from Nepal. We love you, Ellen. And we worked when I had 6,000 subscribers. And I was not making money, but I was giving him some money of my pocket money of my parents. I was getting some brand deals, small brand deals about my TikTok because I had 150,000 followers in Greek. So I was trying to pay him. So it started with only an editor, and slowly we found some more cameraman, some other people to help me with business side and sponsors. Then my team became like 4 or 5 people. And now, like, probably manage with now all the political work that we do, 20 people, which is a lot for a stupid kid like me to be responsible for all these people.
Well, you said yourself you're a member of the European Parliament
because
now.
I don't feel that I'm responsible for these people because we don't have like a leader in our team.
Yeah,
we are all equals and we decide all together based on decisions. So not always, most times.
But after all, you are the one paying them.
Well, I don't see it like this. I think the mission is paying them. Like I don't. It's not about money. It's about helping the world. So the mission is paying. If they are working and they have results in the world, I can influence the team to. But sometimes, like if I go now and want to fire a person in my team, and because everyone loves each other, nobody will allow me to fire anyone, except I have evidence that they didn't work and all this stuff. So it's like I cannot do anything I want in my team because that will ruin the whole culture of the team that we are deciding on all together. But like I'm more free as not as a boss, as a person. Like people know their responsibilities and they are doing them and they are responsible. And like especially when you are working all together in an office that is not online, all this stuff, people like are putting effort and they're trying to help if you chose the right people. And like this is also an advice for you that I learned slowly is the most important thing for success is hiring the right people. How do you hire the right people is you become a magnet for the right people. How do you become a magnet? You have a brand that people like. They are excited to work with you. And like on social media, you can find a lot of cool people to work with you. So and like even Elon Musk is doing a live stream once a year to attract people that work on AI stuff. So
But was it hard for you to find those people that you could really work with greatly?
It was hard. It took a lot of trial and error. I'm not working with a lot of people that I used to work in the past, but I make a video, I say I'm hiring. 500 people apply, and we only hire one person. So to find that person is a lot of work to understand, but like it's not hard when you are tracked, when you are a magnet, when you have. The problem is that you are forced to get people that you are not 100% sure. But every person that you hire, like this is not a joke, guys. Every person that works in my team is a lot better than me.
And they make you better.
In every way possible, in editing, in storytelling, in politics, in being wise to take decisions and all this stuff, in administrative stuff, in building the application that we are doing for direct democracy. Everyone is better than me. The only thing that I'm better is like being the face and doing speeches and all this stuff. But all the rest is they are the best at this. So it's this doesn't show a lot. I just show my face, and people don't think that there is a lot of work behind it, a lot of people supporting it. But yeah, it's a lot of cool people behind me.
Well, as everyone know, you are a member of the European Parliament right now, but did you take it seriously? Because I think everyone at home knows the video of you showing up with 3 ties and a boxer announcing your candidacy. Were you serious back then?
No, I didn't took it seriously, but I actually took it seriously. Like, the most serious thing you can do in life is to have fun. Because when you have fun, you are more productive, you are more excited about life, you are more present in life, you're more helpful to the others, you're more useful, and you are learning more and you're improving more when you are excited, when you have fun. So I think in this way, I took it seriously from the beginning, but like you cannot take seriously things, but with a joke as well, like laughing and not take yourself too seriously in an ironic way. It's also taking yourself more seriously in a way. So yeah, but despite of like I show up and I said I put in my candidacy in front of everyone with 3 ties and a boxer. So it was, and I still was the most voted person in Cyprus.
Insane. Yeah.
What a beautiful world we are living in right now.
Do you think the people around you took it seriously at the beginning?
No, nobody took it seriously. Except my high school teacher, that he's my advisor also. He was taking it seriously, but all my family, all my friends, they were making fun of me. But this is what they did with Elon Musk. This is what they did when I told them that I want to go to the United States to become a YouTuber. And this is what they did when I told them I would go to the Navy SEAL part of the army. Always, the people will kind of stop you. But that's why you need to
actually
cut the noise and just follow your heart.
After all, the criticism is great because it makes you do the thing that you don't know what
yeah,
you
and
should
also
do.
It's helpful because all these people, when they are saying don't do this, they have a point. So they help you improve what you're going to do. Like, for example, my brother was saying, what you're going to do with money, like you are not successful in the United States on YouTube, like you need to figure out. So that's caused me to say, okay, I need to make things more sustainable. I will help cleaning the house that I'm living so I will less the rent and all this stuff. So because take the valid comments, the criticism from but like I think this what Steve Jobs said this, and in the speech that it's very famous when he did in Harvard. Don't live someone else's life. Other people will tell you how you should live, what to do, and all this stuff. You are in this planet for a very limited time. You should do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
If you are not hurting others. Pursue your stuff, and don't let others stop you for doing what you really want.
Yeah. These people only are going to be around for such a short time in your life.
And if you fail, so what?
Yeah. You tried.
Who cares?
Yeah. If you
We're all
didn't try.
gonna die.
Yeah.
So it will be, you are going to learn something. Because that's also what helps me a lot. Like this mindset that, okay, what if I fail? So what? I will learn. So it's a good scenario if I fail. So anything, if you approach this, any problem, any mistake that you do, anything, if you approach it that you're going to learn and improve, you are unbeatable. Nobody can beat me. I always learn all the mistakes that I do. I'm trying to improve. So this is a cool mindset to have.
Did you think it helped you with getting votes? Like
What?
Dressing with 3 ties, a
But
boxer?
it helps with the promotion, definitely. Like it's everything a marketing stunt at the end of the day. But also people saw something different, something unique that they are not used to. So it was a good product as well. And when you talk to me, it's not like I'm a completely delusional idiot. It's like I talk with arguments, and maybe I'm wrong in a lot of times, but I was a successful YouTuber before, so I cannot be completely stupid. So it helped, I think.
And you really stayed yourself, because when I walked around here in the European Parliament, everyone is dressed in a suit, a tie. You're just yourself, still the same guy, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it helps a lot as well it helps actually because you saw everyone is the same here in the European Parliament. They look completely the same with suit, ties. When you talk to them, they talk, oh, hello, good morning. Yeah. But when you are different, it helps a lot because you stand out. So you can make things in a different way. Like, for example, here in the European Parliament, everyone sends an email, oh, I want to meet you. And it's like, I have a completely different approach. I go and bang on their door and I say, oh, hi. Probably you don't want to talk to me right now. I know, sorry for wasting your time, but I'm the youngest member of the European Parliament. I'm the youngest man in the European Parliament. And I want this and this and this to talk to you. It will take only 1 minute. Please, please, please. And sorry for bothering. It's like these are and I always get what I want from this stuff because this is a different approach, standing out, not doing things the same way that everyone is doing things. And it helps. There is not a lot of innovation in politics, so there's a lot of room of innovation.
Yeah, I know in my friend group and people around me, I think a lot of young people don't trust in politics, to say it that way.
Everyone hates politicians. Yeah. And the biggest problem with politics is that the politicians, most of the politicians that we have, they don't make inspiring people for the young generation to be inspired to want to be politicians. Everyone of the kids, when you ask them, they want to become YouTubers. Why? Because they're fun, they make money and all this stuff, they affect the world and they're important. But politicians, they're similar. They make money, also a lot more money. They are also cool, affect the world. But why for kids to not be aspired to be politicians? And because of so kids need to be inspired that they can be politicians. It's very important because we're going to get a lot more high-level people in the industry and a lot more things to be done because now it's only a certain type of people that they go into politics, that they study in university, that they followed the party for 10 years, they sucked all the people in their party dicks. That's semi-joking now. And now they finally allow them to run, and then they are these people that they followed the system for so many years. So we need also different diversities, normal people, regular people, that they're successful businessmen, that they're successful in their field. Why not? Or that they are not successful, that they have passion, they are honest, and they're willing to work hard and they're improving. You can also be a politician with these traits, but now we're just limiting the politicians to what we know. So I think this is important.
Yeah, and do you think your presence, by being different, really makes young people believe in politics again?
That's one of my goals. To inspire the young generation to be excited about politics and to think that politics is also for a possible career for them as well.
Because a lot of information is accessible on the website, but when you tell about it, people know, but people don't know it's on the website.
Yeah. Nobody. So, you can find all the information you need in the world with a just search on ChatGPT.
Yeah. What do you think the older people in politics that aren't active on social media are doing wrong to the young people? To not motivate them to go vote and believe
not
in
everyone,
politics.
but everything they do wrong. They talk not in a simple way. That's the most important. They have the curse of knowledge. They talk about regulation and all this stuff that they think everyone knows, but actually nobody knows about these things. And also they talk with a very not normal way, very complete, confusing language. So I think if they are more simple, more themselves, and they have they're more honest and simple, talk more simply, and explain to everyone, don't have the curse of knowledge. I think these two, and also understand how social media works, like a story. When you upload a video, that it needs to be interesting in the beginning, all this stuff. You need to have an awareness of this because Like, you don't want your narrative to be controlled by the TV. You don't want the articles. You want to control your own narrative. So it's very important. And it's like, you cannot just hire a person without you knowing anything and they do everything for you, because like you cannot have input. So you need to know some things. Or hire very good people that they get millions of views online, but these people cost a lot.
Yeah, and they are the face, so it's pretty weird.
No, there is a lot of people that they're not the face, that they have a lot of experience, but they, like, if you know what I know online, I can now make millions of dollars a month online with the knowledge that I have, with starting AI channels, faceless channels, and all this stuff. But these people that they know the stuff that I know, they are already millionaires. So it's difficult for them to work for a politician in a way.
Do you think social media would make it easier for young people to trust in politics?
For now, it's making it more difficult for young people to, they move them away from politics, because when you know more about politicians, you're more disgusted. So you're saying, fuck them at the end of the day, which I don't like this. I think actually, when I'm here, like, there is a lot of smart people here that they're working hard, and like, not every politician is corrupted. There are people that they really love what they're doing. They're very useful. But the perception is like, because there is 20% of 30% of the politicians that they're not doing enough, they're corrupted, and like maybe less percentage corruption, maybe 5 to 10% they're corrupted. So yes, I'm talking about the European Parliament. So it has a bad image, but yeah, it's not like this from my experience.
But you think if they talk more about what politics was, it could help them on social media?
What do you mean?
Yeah, you just said there are people see corruption. But do you think if they more talked about what politics itself was, that it would motivate them?
Well, yeah, I think so. But for example, first of all, you need to explain them what you're talking about. Like, you cannot say I'm pass a regulation about I helped to have an amendment about the DSA. What does that even mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. So yeah,
so
exactly.
They say this, the politicians, but they actually need to say, okay, in the European Parliament, we prepare regulations that will be applied for all the countries in the European Union. And I helped to change a part of this regulation that is about the freedom of speech. How do we speak, and what we should ban and what we should not ban on social media. Now, I hooked you more than I pass an amendment on the DSA. And this is how they speak. It's crazy.
What do you think young people should know about politics that they don't know?
I don't know enough about politics to say, but I think we should all understand how the system works. Who is the leader? Who takes decision? What is the mistakes that they did? Like, I'm like 1 year here in the European Parliament almost, and I don't know enough things about this stuff. Like, I'm 24/7 trying to understand learn, ask questions. I'm sleeping here all the time. I never live here. I work 24/7, and I still didn't understand 100% how this works. So we first of all need to understand how everything works, so we can change it. Because when you need to know the rules of the game to improve it, and I think it's more hopeful because we're moving to a world of. I'm trying to find how the future looks like in politics.
Never know.
I don't know. Let's create something like this. Let's create the future. Are we going to be voting only one time every 5 years in the future? Are we going to vote all the time what we want on our phones? How it should be. So it's interesting how the future will look like in politics.
And talking about voting, you are creating an app, right? where
Yes,
people can say what you should
yes,
vote?
we're creating an app. Now we have our first 1,000 users and we're testing it in Cyprus, in my country, Cyprus. And slowly, we want to show it to all the European citizens. We'll see, probably in the next year, for everyone to vote on what I'm voting here in the European Parliament. I think it is important to know what is happening. What are you voting? And a lot of the time, so far, people are voting what I am voting here in the European Parliament, and all the votes that I did in the app, they voted exactly what I was going to vote. So people are smart.
Yeah.
As smart as I am, maybe, or whatever. Like, but it shows something. It's not. People know what is good for them. Know what, when you present them the arguments. This is what I made a video and explained them. I didn't say any opinion. This is the pros. This is the cons, and people voted very stuff that I was going to vote as well, which is super cool.
But what if you one day wouldn't agree? Are you gonna follow them or?
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you're so strongly disagree.
Well, maybe we will not choose to put a vote for them to vote if I disagree with yes or the no so much.
Yeah, and if you,
I don't know. Maybe in the future we they vote for everything, but
yeah. Are you hoping that you can implement the app for other politicians in the parliament?
I don't know. Hopefully, is much bigger than myself in the future, the app, but I don't know. Maybe it's a failure. I don't know. We'll see. For now, I'm very, very excited about this. Is one big focus on mine.
And aren't you scared that people wouldn't really, that people that don't know a lot about politics are gonna have a wrong, gonna say the wrong answer?
Well, I'm explaining them a lot of things before they vote. So
okay, yeah. So you're giving the information before, so they know about it.
Yeah, I'm trying, but I think people should know. They should be interested. Not everyone, but people should. People that are interested. Like, for example, why my opinion is better than their opinion? Am I like an expert or the smartest person in the world? Even though it's like their opinion matters as well. We're deciding about our future, so we should decide all together. I think, even if I disagree sometimes.
That's true. That's true. Well, as you said, being a politician is very hard, but a question that a lot of people answer too simply is like, how are you doing? Do you have a lot of stress as a politician? How are you as a person doing?
Well, for example, yesterday I woke up at around 9:30 a.m. and I want to vote for stuff here in the European Parliament. It was 3.5 hours voting, clicking button, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And then I had another 3.5 hours, another committee that I was following with other MPs, and we were discussing. So, and some meetings during the day. So I went to the gym at 8 p.m. and then I was refreshed a bit because I was a bit stressed. When you are just reactive in your day, just following the schedule, and sometimes I like to be also. Sometimes I'm stressed. I'm not going to lie. Like, for example, I was a bit stressed, but this is not very normal. Usually, I'm like relaxed and excited. But it's a lot. It's a lot of things, and because I have very high expectations for myself, this is killing me. Like all the time. I think I'm doing everything wrong. I think that we can improve everything. I think that we can do 100 times better, and we're not. So I'm I have a lot of expectations for myself. So this is a very good battle that I have all the time with myself. So, but this is good. It's good to have high standards of yourself. Helps you to.
And has it always been like that?
Yes, it has always been like
also
that. And now
it's
even more when you have more responsibilities and more capabilities. Yeah. Before I expected myself to do what? Like, okay, more maybe to have a viral video. Now I have all the time viral videos. Now let's affect legislation. Let's help the people. Let's help my country. How I'm going to change the educational system that sucks. So how I'm going to do something that has positive effect in the world? How we're going to, it's a lot of things.
Yeah, and like, yeah, you also had it when you were doing YouTube, but was there a time that you really thought from, oh, I can't do this anymore, I want to quit?
No, never.
You never had the feeling, or you just never quit?
Ever. Not when I did YouTube, when I did the Navy SEALs, and when I'm doing politics, never I wanted to quit.
Insane.
Sometimes it's a feeling like, fuck, man, there's so many fucking things. Or it's failing, fuck. But never the feeling of quit, because it's not in my nature. I think it's probably some DNA things like, oh, keep doing, man.
Yeah.
I'll keep.
You keep yourself motivated to keep going, even though it was hard or something or stressful. Yeah. Do you think the struggles...
We'll have another 2, 3, 4 minutes.
Right.
So we can't, but because we have a different meeting after.
No problem.
But this is fun. It's like you are younger than me, and this is a bit refreshing to...
Other questions. Yeah. Well, what is something, while you are younger self, what is something that you think young people should know? What's an advice that you would like to give them?
Have fun. Follow the things that are more fun. I think this helped me a lot in my life. Like this, I say it a lot and people make fun of me. Like when you choose something that you are excited about, that is fun, like for you, you are going to be 100 times better in everything. So if you are having fun, it's very, very important. Yeah, I think have fun also. Like I'm trying to not recently, a couple of years to, because the only thing that we have, what is it? This time, now, is the only thing that you have. There's no future, there is no past. The only thing that you have is this moment now. So if you are enjoying a bit more life, I think it's more fun. Like to whatever they say, smell the roses when you see them. Like enjoy the moment. Like be present in this. Like now, wow, cool. We're having this podcast. We're having this conversation. Like we're going to be here for a limited time. Like it's beautiful if you take a moment, take a step back to enjoy life. I think this to have fun and enjoy life is some advice that I try to always follow. I don't like to give advice to people, but this is what I follow myself.
Yeah, it's your own experience. Where should people go if they want to find more about you?
Well,
there's a lot of places.
You don't need to find about me. Find about yourself. Know thyself is more important than learning about me. People watching. As Socrates said. And that's the end of the podcast.
Yes.
Okay. I want to thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank you for making time.
Thank you for your time. This is a pleasure. I'm excited because podcasting is something very beautiful for me. I think it's like art. It's like a dance. You're dancing a conversation. Like what other people are listening now and they're learning and they are angry maybe or whatever. So it's a very beautiful thing. I love podcasting because one big source of my learning to find other individuals and learn, because I don't know everything in this life. So
nobody does.
I want to learn, improve, explore. So pleasure, guys. Thank you for your time. Time is the most important thing that we have, and you spent it with us. This is amazing. Hopefully it was good return on your investment that you spent it with us. All right. We love you. Bye-bye.